Hey everybody, on today's IoT product journey episode, I want to talk about licenses very quickly. I'm going to preface all of this with I am not a legal expert nor a software license expert or lawyer, and so all of the things I'm going to say are as what I understand to be true and may be completely false or inaccurate. If it is, please correct me down in the comments. I would appreciate it. But don't take this as license law. Please seek your own legal advice when dealing with these things. Having said that, though, let's get into what I want to talk about, which is I got this screen for the Puck project. I don't know if you're getting a glare there, but which works. You've seen it work. I had a bunch of episodes previously where we got this thing connected to a particle photon installed inside the Puck, and it works. I can display Marc-Andre Fleury's stats from all of the infrastructure that I built. However, as part of this journey, I am trying to make this into a product. If you want more information on that, there'll be a link to the episode where I talk about what I'm doing here. Just this idea of learning how to make a product and what are all the aspects involved and uncovering some learnings there. But anyway, in doing so, if you're going to make a product, you need to take certain protective measures to keep your intellectual property, as it were, safe. And I am not talking about patents. I am not a patent fan. That's a topic for a whole nother episode. But in the case of this display, the code that I use to make this work is under the GPL license. Now, the GPL license is what's called a copyleft or restrictive license, meaning it does not give you a lot of options with how you want to distribute your code. And what that means basically, and this is what I hate about the GPL license, is that it's a viral license. If I were to write like the most amazing hockey puck stat tracking algorithm that the world has ever seen that went into my puck, the fact that I'm using their GPL code means my entire thing has to be GPL, which means I have to give away all of the source code to anybody that wants it. And my whole project then assumes the GPL license because of this one part. And that's the thing that I hate about it. Because there's some people that like that concept. I personally don't, because that's not the world that we live in, right? Like if I spend a lot of my time building a piece of software to a place that it provides value to you, I personally feel that it is perfectly fair for me to ask for you to pay for that value, whether it's saving you time or providing you entertainment or whatever it may be. I put all the effort in to then give that to you. I think it's reasonable to expect a monetary exchange there, saying, here's the thing I made, please pay me money for it if you like it, and if you're not interested, then don't pay me money. I can't do that with this GPL because then you have to give away essentially your information that you may want to keep protected. And again, this is not an argument against open source software. I love open source software, but there are other licenses such as the MIT license that are permissive licenses that say, listen, you can do this and use it for whatever purpose you want. All you have to do is maintain the copyright notice that exists and a copy of the license as it exists, the MIT license. And that's the difference between a permissive license like MIT and a non-permissive license like GPL. And so I can't use the code that already works for this screen in my product journey because I don't want to have to GPL the entire project. I think that that's dumb. And so I went back to the drawing board. I've been working on writing code for this screen from scratch using the manufacturer code samples, which are unlicensed. They don't care if you use it for commercial purposes. They just want to sell you more screens. And so that's what I'm working on. This is, one of those things that you learn going from like a maker project where you don't care. Like, I don't care what the license is. Anybody can share it and do whatever they want. Some people are a little bit more strict on. I don't really care. But then on the product side, you have to take that different approach of, I want to protect certain pieces of this because that is my financial edge that I have over some competitor. And so that, again, doesn't mean I'm anti-open source. In fact, when I am finished writing the library and get it to a working state for this display, I fully intend to open source the display library under the MIT license, saying, I'm going to use this in my proprietary product that I'm working on, but anybody else that wants to use this and make some other awesome product is more than welcome to do so. Just keep the copyright notice and a copy of the license. And so that's just again, a simple primer on the different license options and how it's something that you need to think about in the case of building a product. And so that's today's update. I appreciate everybody watching. Stick the comments below, say what's up, tell me why you love GPL or MIT. Would be awesome to hear you. So question of the day is, what is your favorite open source license? When you're doing a project that is strictly for open source purposes that you want to release to the community, what is your favorite license to release that under? I appreciate everybody watching the journey, and I hope you're having an awesome week.